Jesus. I thought I'd do a video today about welding. Now, by no means am I an expert, but I'll just share with you what I've learnt so far. This is the electrode holder. This is the earth to complete the circuit. And that's the power plug. My goal today is to weld a few pegs, or a few more pegs, onto my squat rack. The best way, I think personally, to start learning how to weld is to stick weld. With stick weld, your only consumable is this flux. With MIG and TIG, you have to piss about with all of the gas containers, and I don't think that's safe, and it's too much hassle for me, so I prefer stick. And you need an inert atmosphere when you're welding, so an unreactive gas atmosphere. So PPE for this now. Gauntlets. Obviously you want fire retardant gauntlets, however you do lose dexterity, but it's quite nasty when spatter gets to your skin, so gauntlets is a very good way to go. Quick note, see, this weld outputs a lot of UV light, just like the sun, so you can get a suntan from this, a sunburn from this. You can also get a sunburn in your eyeballs as well, which is no fucking fun. It's just like having sand in your eyes. So, which brings me to my next form of PPE, welding masks. Now personally I'd be using this one because I've got a second hand to steady the rod as I'm welding, but the choice is entirely up to you what welding mask you use, as long as you use one. Last thing, don't wear your best clothing, because spatter can quite easily make holes in nice clothing, so wear old stuff. Okay, I'm going to get a little test piece here, see if my settings are correct. Shields down. One thing you will notice, you will have what they call a slag, which quite easily peels off, which tells me that's a very good setting, because that came off in one piece. Yeah, settings are good. I like it. I'm now going to practice for the final time a butt weld. Now you need to find a means of clamping this, because this thing will move once you start welding this. So, okay, you could actually clamp it, but better still, you can perform what they call a tack weld, which is a small blob of weld. You can make your corrections. If it does tweak a little bit, then you can weld from the opposite side. You could start to weld from the tack, but personally I don't like doing that. Melting a tack will tend to warp this a little bit, so I like to weld on the opposite end. Getting ready to tack this now. I just need to get rid of the flux. I got a small glimpse of UV light there. Wasn't very pleasant, but remember, once these have turned on, they are live all the time. And remember what your earth's connected to. See, I've tacked this now, and because I've tacked it, I could bend this to whatever position I want. Right, here's the results. I mean, there was bad. I had to wiggly start and then kept the rod straight. It's quite a nice weld. But then from here, went all rubbish because I was playing for the camera, and yeah, things went bad, and camera anxiety and stuff like that.